Do you think that he's the #1 player in the league right now?
It's hard to argue it. There's a lot of players that, when you look at all the things that, Aaron Rodgers does, I guess I take into account the people around him. He's got some of the greatest talent put together. We could argue this over decades, right, as far as what he has around him.
But as a defensive player, though, Merrill, to go up against a guy and game plan against a Rodgers, it's almost impossible at times because, when you're back in coverage and you want your rush to get there, you're in tight man-to-man, or you're in that zone coverage, everybody's covered, right? Lindsay, everybody's covered.
Everybody's
and then
covered.
The rush is about to get there, and he still gets away and has the ability to run for a 3rd and 8. And that's when you get back in a huddle defensively and you say, what else can we do? And that's typical of the best player in the league.
If there's one player that rivals him for it, who is it in your opinion?
Non-quarterback?
Yeah.
Okay, non-quarterback, Calvin Johnson, all right? The receiver. To also to go up against a guy like that has that type of skills out wide, it's almost impossible to
When you think of that term from a quarterback's perspective, trying to get there, then you think of a defender. How do you account for a certain defender? A guy that can now then do things that you'd never seen on tape before. And you can study and study and study, but you're still not sure you're going to be able to handle him. There's one guy who exists in the NFL that can do that, and that's Troy Polamalu. He is the most, like linebackers, I know where you're going to be. For the most part, I know where Teddy Bruce is going to be most of the game. When I'm going to play Troy Polamalu,
I'll change it.
I know, but he's going to be inside the box. I got a pretty good idea. Yeah. But Troy Polamalu, when we look at the safety play and defensively, the things that he can do and he does do, then the things that he just does instinctively and he does during the course of the game, that even the coach that's on the sideline coaching him does not know, and he makes significant changes. He's a guy that falls in that same mode. I'm not going to argue Rodgers because he is all that Teddy just mentioned. But you take a guy like your guy, Tom Brady. This guy's done it year in, year in, year out.
We can spend all day
doing
this.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah, but this is why.
Right, exactly.
Because they'll think you're biased.
Homer.
But that's what makes these things so exciting. You could argue it, you could like it, you could find another guy that could fit it.
Create your own list and bring them back.
We could bring up some more guys.
Perfect.